Day 10. 1. Restrain your tongue. It often kindles the flames of hell and purgatory. Saint Césaire recounts a holy example teaching us not to engage in idle talk during sacred moments, for it offends God. In a convent of Cistercian sisters, two nuns, Sister Gertrude and Sister Margaret, were seated near each other in the chapel. Both were virtuous and devout, yet one weakness remained. They often spoke to each other during times of silence, disturbing the sacred stillness. One day, illness brought Sister Gertrude's earthly life to an end, and she was buried behind the chapel. Sometime later, while the sisters were gathered for evening prayer, Sister Gertrude appeared again, kneeling at her usual place before the altar. None of the sisters noticed her, except Margaret, her close friend and former companion in fault. Terrified, Margaret turned pale, trembling violently, and nearly fainted. The community gathered around to comfort her and asked what had happened. Margaret then told them everything. "I saw our late Sister Gertrude. After we sang Vespers, she rose, bowed deeply to the ground, and vanished." The Mother Superior, cautious and discerning, said, "Perhaps this was only an illusion, or the work of imagination, or even a temptation from the evil one. But if Sister Gertrude appears again, say to her, 'Benedicti,' blessed be God. And if she is truly of God, she will reply, 'Dominus,' the Lord. Then ask where she comes from and what she desires." The next evening, at the same hour, Gertrude appeared once more. Margaret, regaining her courage, greeted her, "Benedicti." The apparition replied softly, "Dominus." Margaret then asked, "Dearest Sister Gertrude, where have you come from, and what do you seek?" The soul answered, "I have come to satisfy the justice of God in the very place where I sinned. During the sacred offices, I often broke the silence and led you to do the same. The Supreme Judge has decreed that I must now atone for my fault, in the same place and under the same circumstances in which I offended him. Oh, if only you knew the torment I endure. My tongue is burned without relief, consumed by flames that never cease. Take warning from me, dear Sister Master, your speech. Avoid idle words, and do not draw others into the same fault, for you too would suffer a similar punishment." Having said this, the soul disappeared. She appeared several more times, asking for prayers, until she finally found peace. When her purification was complete, she came one last time to bid farewell to Margaret. Then she went to her grave, gently lifted the stone, lay down within it, and vanished forever. Margaret, deeply shaken and overwhelmed by the visions, soon fell ill and approached her own death. Many thought she had died, but she was actually in a mystical trance. In this state, she saw wondrous things beyond this life, which she later revealed to her sisters with awe and trembling. She exhorted them to pursue holiness through silence and discipline of the senses. From that day forward, Margaret observed silence faithfully to the end of her life, and the terrible image of Gertrude's suffering never left her mind. 2. Clearly, the fault of a talkative tongue. Bishop Durand of Toulouse provides another striking example. He was a virtuous and ascetic man, always striving for holiness. Yet he had one weakness. He did not guard his speech. As a young monk, he often joked and spoke lightheartedly, delighting in conversation. His superior warned him several times, saying, "Such levity is unworthy of a man of God. If you do not correct this fault, you will be purified for it in purgatory." The admonition went unheeded. Even after becoming a bishop, he continued to enjoy light conversation and laughter. When he died, he appeared to a fellow monk, Father Séguin, asking him to intercede and pray for his soul. Father Séguin informed the superior, who gathered the community and said, "Let us keep complete silence for 1 week and pray fervently, that Bishop Durand's soul may be freed." All agreed. However, during the week, one monk broke the silence and spoke a few words. The bishop appeared again and said sorrowfully, "That single word has undone the spiritual merit of your silence." So, the monks began another week of silence, this time with even greater devotion. When the week ended, Bishop Durand appeared once more, this time radiant with joy, clothed in episcopal garments, his face shining with heavenly light. He thanked the community and announced, God has received me into his glory. Prayer. Lord, teach us to restrain our tongues. Though the tongue is but a small member, it can cause great harm. Help us to remember the lesson of the tongue in the parable of Adap. The same tongue that can bless and glorify you, O Lord, can also ignite the fires of hell and purgatory if left unchecked. Grant us grace to speak only what is pure, true, and pleasing in your sight. Amen.